I predict the New York Jets going 2-14. It's going to be a brutal season. They play the Dolphins, the Jaguars, the Colts, the Broncos, the Vikings, the Patriots twice, the Texans, the Titans, the Packers. That's a brutal schedule. Not to mention their roster's awful. I really initially thought that 2-14 might be too harsh for the Jets. I don't think so. Their roster sucks. Their schedule's really tough. It's not good for them. The Jets are rebuilding. Now, they did get Sam Darnold. That's awesome. They got step one of their rebuild done, but they have a lot of work to go. It's interesting if you compare the Jets and the Browns. The Jets and the Browns both had top picks. They drafted quarterbacks. The Browns invested everywhere else. They got a ton of... if you're building a house, what the Browns did is the Browns went and got not just a foundation, they remodeled the kitchen, they remodeled the bathrooms, they built some new bedrooms. If the Jets were building a house, all they did was get the foundation, Sam Darnold. And so even though I think Sam Darnold is the best quarterback long term, this year is going to be really ugly for the New York Jets. Jets fans need to have patience. Sam Darnold will be the bright spot on a really bad season, but your expectations need to be significantly lowered for the Jets. Sam Darnold is going to struggle. He's going to be ugly at times. He's going to develop. Give him time, but be patient with Sam Darnold. I really would hate if the Jets turned on their quarterback, Sam Darnold. He's the guy. You just got to be patient and give it time. He doesn't have a number one wide receiver. As much as I love Terrell Pryor, he's a converted quarterback. He's not a number one wide receiver in the NFL. The Jets are going to struggle early. They could win games later. I want to remind you of something. The Oakland Raiders, when they had Derek Carr in his rookie year, Derek Carr's rookie year, the Oakland Raiders started 0-10. It was awful. It was ugly. They finished 3-13. They figured out how to win towards the end of the season because Derek Carr improved. I think you could see a similar situation with the Jets. Just for the love of God, please, if you're a Jets fan, please be patient. Sam Darnold is your guy. You just got to give him time to develop. I'm really curious, actually, if Todd Bowles, the head coach for the Jets, is able to keep his job at the end of the year. Because you might see a trend. We've seen recently that the Rams brought in Sean McVay for Jared Goff's second year to help him get better. And the Bears this year brought in Matt Nagy, an offensive-minded coach, to help a young quarterback. Maybe the Jets will decide, hey, Todd Bowles is not winning games, and we want to get an offensive-minded head coach that can help develop our young quarterback. That could happen at the end of the year. It's very possible Todd Bowles is fired by the Jets this season. I see the Jets going 2-14. It's not the end of the world. It's going to be okay. You just need to lower expectations if you're a Jets fan. The Jets are rebuilding, and they got their first step. They got Sam Darnold, but they still have a lot of work to go to improve their roster. And Sam Darnold needs to get a lot better. I like him, but he's my favorite quarterback in this draft class. But he still has a lot of improving to do before he's a top-notch NFL quarterback. Again, the Jets will go 2-14 and finish last in the AFC East. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember, if you want to help Strong Opinion Sports grow, you can share this with your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about this show. And always remember, you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, everywhere you can find a podcast, as well as YouTube. My full entire podcast is on YouTube, as well as shorter, more interesting clips like this. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and take care.